in muscle contraction and sugar metabolism. So diabetics can also benefit from this. And what's more, it can give you calming and sedative effects. That is why when you drink our coffee with its adenosine also there, you will tend to have these calming and sedative effects. And then they also hasten your wound healing so that your wounds will heal faster. And the sterols that are found inside our Ganoderma RGGL help us to have good hormone production. They give us a lot of vitamin D, sex hormones, and even bile acids. And this has been proven by science and medicine to reduce the risk of developing cancer of the colon because of the beta-sitosterol that are found inside our Ganoderma RGGL. Now, the organic germanium is also very important because it provides us with a lot of minerals and helps in the blood flow and oxygen supply of our body. It also helps us in getting a lot more of those friendly soldiers that are guarding us and protecting us from the entry of many diseases. And again, interferon production. So, if you summarize everything, if people ask you what is really the effect of Ganoderma RGGL powder to our body, your answer is only one if you want to be very short about it, because you don't have to memorize any technical term here, remember. So the best answer is, our product, Ganoderma RGGL, is a powerful antioxidant. So, but then many lay people do not understand what antioxidant is. So let me explain to you, and I hope this explanation you will never forget, because this is going to be very helpful in helping other people understand our products. First, there are three terms that you need to know. Oxidants. They are in the environment. Oxidants. So if there are oxidants, there are antioxidants. They are nemesis. They are enemies. No? They don't like each other. So take, for example, oxygen. Oxygen can be oxidized by oxidants. And if they are oxidized, they will become a superoxide. A superoxide is a very unstable molecule of oxygen that is considered a free radical. So why are we so afraid of free radical? I'm sure you always hear the word free radicals, because if there are many free radicals around our blood, then this will destroy the different tissues found in our body. So that is why we do not want free radicals, we do not want superoxides, we do not want oxygen. And so we need a very, oxidants rather, and so we need a very powerful antioxidant in the form of Ganoderma RGGL. And it has been proven by science and medicine, and several results have been published, that it has effects on the various ailments of human beings, from the most common colds, flu, allergy, asthma, heart disease, hypertension, stroke, diabetes, arthritis, osteoporosis, kidney disease, and the most dreaded cancer. So we can be criticized by our detractors that why is DXN trying to promote their Ganoderma to have these beneficial effects on practically all ailments of men? Your answer is, what can we do? Because it is what all the results of the clinical trials and the results of the scientific studies that have been so far done on this particular product. What can we do? All you have to do is read and probably just surf the internet, and you will be able to find the same things. Now, the actions of Ganoderma can be summarized as follows: cleansing, detoxification, balancing, strengthening, and then nourishing. So simply, what it's going to do in your body that is already laden with all the toxins and the smoke and the pollutants around you, is just slowly cleanse it until your body becomes normal again. So that is only the way you can achieve healthy body. What is a healthy body? You feel good inside as well as outside, because you will look younger. Then you will resist illness, you'll become stronger, and you will definitely live longer. Now, DXN Lychee coffee has become a very popular beverage in the DXN world. In fact, many of our management staff are complaining everywhere in the world, particularly in the Philippines, that the sale of coffee has really gone up in a very bad proportion. But now we are very happy because of the education that we are giving our members. Slowly, in the Philippines from last year 60%, now it has gone down to about 40% only coffee. So people are now trying to learn more and more that the food supplements are going to benefit them also. So what is inside our coffee? Let us examine it. Our DXN Lychee coffee actually contains only an extract of the Ganoderma, comprising about 26 to 30% in the entire coffee sachet. But what is it? Every time you take your coffee, you know that you are also eating the miraculous king of the herbs. And if you examine all types of coffee in the world, anywhere in the world, you can say that they are all good because they contain many antioxidants. But there is only one component in coffee that is not good and is going to harm your heart as well as your blood vessels, and that is caffeine. And that is exactly also what DXN removed and retained only 0.06% of the caffeine, so that it will still smell like coffee, because otherwise you will mistake it as tea or any other beverage. So 0.06% is not enough to harm your heart or your blood vessels or any organs of your body. And what's more, as I've already mentioned to you, it exerts a calming and sedative effect such that other people who cannot sleep after taking our coffee, they go to the bed and sleep because of this calming and sedative effect exerted by our very famous adenosine inside the Ganoderma. Also, if you are diabetic, arthritic, or allergic, then you will also be helping yourself ultimately if you consume our coffee every day. Because on record, our Lychee coffee in DXN is still considered the first healthy coffee of the world. Now let us examine what else is inside our Lychee coffee that makes it a superior beverage. It contains a lot of calcium, iron, potassium, phosphorus, calories. But its cholesterol is 0. And its fat and carbohydrates are not in excessive amounts. And it even contains another antioxidant in the form of vitamin C and even vitamin B3. So Lychee coffee will not only aid you in fighting the different ailments of men, but also help you in constipation, diarrhea, insomnia, and lack of alertness. So you will note that the first two terms are contradictory. How can you help somebody who has constipation and at the same time you also help them their diarrhea? But you forgot that on my earlier slide, I said that our product, Ganoderma, is an adaptogen. It adapts to what the body needs. So if the person is constipated, it will soften his stool. If the patient is diarrheic, then it will harden the stool a little so that the patient will be more comfortable. Third and fourth term are also contradictory. But we are an adaptogen, and we make people who have insomnia sleep, and we make those people who lack alertness, who sleep all the time, to be more alert. So that is the wonder of our Ganoderma, because it is an adaptogen. Next, we have to talk about our tea. DXN tea. When I was in India, I got addicted to the tea, that I didn't take coffee anymore. I was taking DXN tea every day. Now, DXN tea is actually just healthy, energy-giving tea that people would like to add some milk to or even lemon for it to taste better. Now, DXN tea is Ganoderma flavored tea, but what's good with it is that it contains a lot of antioxidants in the form of flavonoids and a lot of polyphenols in the form of catechins. And these two substances have been proven by science and medicine to reduce the risk for cancer. So you're just drinking your tea every day, and you know you are protecting yourself from developing cancer in the future. Now, Time magazine has put out a large survey of people in the world, like China and India, because they have the biggest populations, comparing them to Sweden, USA, and even Japan. And they found that tea drinking, it has unbelievable good health and longevity results, because they were wondering why those people from Okinawa, Japan, tended to live longer, some of them even beyond 120, 130, and they live in a cluster or in an area in Japan called Okinawa. And so they found one of the results in their survey was that there is a correlation between living longer and consuming tea regularly. because those people there consumed more tea per capita than any other population in the world. So DXN tea, also when mixed with Ganoderma extracts, have been found by scientists to give you not only good health, but also longevity. And this has been proven by the Japanese and the Chinese who have developed this tea drinking habit long ago. And not only that, it also can slim your body so that you will always have this sexy body, especially among females. So this is the graph that they presented. The yellow one represents the Okinawa, Japan graph, which showed that indeed they lived longer than many of their counterparts in the world. So DXNT not only takes care of the different ailments so that they will not come inside your body, they also give you energy, calmness, and even longevity. So we'll go to spirulina. Some people may forget taking their spirulina every day. But if you consider Ganoderma as the king of herbs, I consider spirulina as the queen of herbs. So when I studied how exactly our spirulina is being made back there in Kedah, Malaysia, the last time I visited, I studied how it is being done. First, they have these algae, and they get it by pipette, and they put it inside a test tube. And these algae are left there to grow. They count the days until they can transfer this to bigger flasks. And once they grow there already, as they count the number of days and months, they transfer them to the spirulina pond or the algae pond, which is basically just like a swimming pool where the environment is controlled that is beneficial for the algae to live. Oxygen, water, and a lot of sunlight, because these algae eat a lot of sunlight from the sun. And they are harvested after a while, and then they undergo spray drying, which is very, very strict, and before they are made into powder form. And they are sent to the different DXN countries in the world. In India, as capsules, and in the Philippines as well as in UAE as tablets. In the Philippines, we have these problems. Many people we want to convince to eat our spirulina do not like to eat it because of the smell, the characteristic smell. So actually, India has a solution. They put it inside capsules. So why don't we just do it too? So that we can actually convince this segment of people who dislike our spirulina because of its smell and taste. So you would ask me now, what makes our spirulina a very superior food supplement? What are its secrets? There are so many secrets of spirulina, but let me share you only 6 of them. Number 1, it contains a lot of amino acids. What are amino acids? Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. In other words, you cannot make proteins if you do not have amino acids. And so you will ask me, what are the proteins in our body, doctor? The hair on your head, the skin is made up of protein. Your ear, your mouth, practically everything that you see in your body is made up of proteins. And so every day you take a bath and a lot of layers of this skin will slough off or fall down. And so you will have to replenish it with newer proteins so that you will always feel younger every day and look younger. So people who regularly take our spirulina usually receive the comment that you look a lot younger than your age. So this is the secret. And next secret is beta carotene. What is it? It's just vitamin A. Vitamin A is the food for the eyes. So to help our vision, so that we will not develop poor eyesight when we grow old, and also helps us in wound healing. And then the third secret, which I consider the most important as a medical doctor, is chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A, why is it important? Because it has been proven by science that if chlorophyll A is present in your blood, it is immediately converted into hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is the molecule that carries the oxygen and attaches to the red blood cell so that it will go with your circulation and distribute this oxygen around your body. If your body lacks oxygen, then you are in a state of anemia, which is bad. And so many women during menstruation may lose a lot of blood, and they do not know that they already have anemia. But if they are continually taking our spirulina regularly, then they will be assured that they will not develop this anemia. And then the fourth secret our fourth secret in DXN is phycocyanin. This is also important because this is our cholesterol destroyer. And so this is what I tell DXN members, that if you go to a party where you eat a lot of rice, food, oily food, spicy food, and all these things, when you go home, don't forget to take at least 4 to 5 tablets of the spirulina. At least you will not feel guilty because you will now start the cholesterol regulation that is being given by spirulina to our body through phycocyanin. And the number 5 secret of spirulina is gamma-linolenic acid. It is actually very good for our nerves. And medicine and science has proven also that there are only 2 whole foods that can give us the all too important gamma-linolenic acid. And these are spirulina itself can give us this. And second,